Hello, today let's look at stem and leaf plots. A stem and leaf plot is a way to organize data. If you are given a set of numbers and would like to organize them neatly from least to greatest, a stem and leaf plot is the way to go. I drew a T, the S stands for stems, and then I wrote the word leaves. I'm going to start with the smallest numbers that I see there, which are 7, 8, and 9, I'm noticing. So 7, 8, and 9 are all single-digit numbers. So if I were to make them a two-digit number, I'd have to put a 0 between them. So I'm going to start out with 7, 8, and 9, and in my stem column, I'm going to put a 0. 7, 8, 9. And I highlighted those numbers so I know I used them up. Now let's look at the two-digit numbers. Let's look at the two-digit numbers in the teens. So my next stem is going to be a 1. I notice that there's the number 10, so I'm going to put a 0. 1 and 0 together make 10, so I just use that up. Then I'm noticing the next number. I notice there are 2 15s. And if I happen to leave any out, I can always go back. Then I notice there are 2 16s. And then I'm noticing that I think the last guy left is a 19. So those are all my numbers in the teens. Now I see numbers in the 20s. So my next stem is going to be a 2. The smallest number I see is 23. Then I see a 24. And then I see a 26. And then what I like to do is go back and highlight all the numbers in the 20s that I just used up. Finally, then I see numbers in the 30s. So my next stem is going to be a 3. I see a 38 and I see a 39. And I think I found all the numbers. And lastly, you should give your stem and leaf plot a key. So in my key, it shows me that 2/4 is the same as the number 24. We could use this table now to answer the following questions about mean, median, mode, and range. The mean is when we add up all these numbers and divide by the number of numbers that there are. So I know from looking up here that there were 14 numbers. So I could either go up here or I could do it in here and add them all up and divide by 14. Let's do that. When I did that, I got 266. I divided it by 14 and I got 19 for my mean. Now to find the median, there were 14 numbers up here. So the middle number will be between the 7th and the 8th number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my middle number will be between these two 6s. Well, what comes between 16 and 16? Obviously, 16. So my median is 16. My mode is the number or numbers that occur the most. So I'm looking here. In the teens, I see 2 15s and 2 16s. So in this case, it's going to have two modes, 15 and 16. And then don't forget the range is the greatest minus the least. So my greatest number is 39 minus, it looks like a 9 there, minus the least is 7. And therefore I get 32. So this is just an easy way to organize the numbers and find information out.